What else is great dating advice for the single people out there?
Well, the thing is, okay, there's several things. So first of all, we live in a culture where people think you shouldn't have to put effort into something like love and romance. You should just be who you are, man. I don't have to put on a role. I don't have to play a game. That's manipulative, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm sorry. Love and romance is something that is almost biological. If you look at animals and mating rituals, they're incredibly elaborate. Seduction is a mating ritual because it allows you then to have a deeper understanding and a deeper connection with people. So, we all kind of live in these castles where we're trying to protect ourselves, right? And we're all kind of defensive. And it's for good reason. We live in a world that's very harsh, a lot of information, a lot of things going on at the same time. So we kind of live in these castles, and you're not understanding people unless you can kind of open up to their spirit, where you're able to kind of put yourself inside of the other person and feel what they might be thinking, right? Which is, I think, a problem that a lot of men have in dealing with women that they're interested in. Putting yourself in their position, trying to understand what makes them tick, what their psychology is about. To do that, you have to kind of let go of yourself. You have to be willing to kind of float and let yourself go into them, right, and open yourself up to their spirit, and not assume that you know everything about them or that all of your ideas are correct. So vulnerability is a very important element that we must have in this world in order to be able to have empathy and to be able to understand people.
This person that you was watching the first part of the video has right. Seduction is an art. And inside of seduction, there is even a part of a dance. If you want to talk in a metaphoric way. Dance, ritual, game. Choose by yourself the word that you want to use it. But inside of seduction, there is even dance, game. If you want to call game, call game. If you want to call playful challenge, playful interaction, call like this. Choose by yourself the word that you want to use it. Even though some people, when they heard the word game, they start to think, I don't like play game. I don't play game. But the right question is, what does it mean game? What does it mean game? Google it. Go online and start to search the word game. And you can find by yourself that game can have many meanings, according to the context where you use the word game. Because game and player are two different things. Inside of seduction, there is a game of eye contact, a way of eye contact, a situation of eye contact. Choose by yourself the word that you want to use it. How you communicate with the other person. Communication is important. Even the silence, in some occasion, it's part of seduction. The way how you use your body language. Some people, they don't know these things because no one teach you these kind of things. Maybe sometimes you even did it unconsciously. We don't recognize this mechanism, but you did. Because sometimes we have this mechanism inside us. And then, of course, you have to improve them, you have to increase, develop your skills. You become adult, you start to change according to your experience, even according to society, because society shape you. There is one wonderful sentence that that he's more or less like this. We born as a prince or princess, but the civilization and society transform us like a frog. What does it mean? It means that we born inside our mind, unless in some occasion there is some kind of things, genetics, but even this kind of things, genetics, it's possible to work on that. We born naked inside the mind in a metaphoric way, but then society, with the time, during the journey, sometimes, most of the time, tells you different things that go in opposite way from seduction. Be strong. Don't show your emotions. Don't smile to a person that you don't know. Be independent. And then, many people, they have this kind of social pressure. They seem free, but in reality, they are not free in the seduction part. Fear to be judged, to say something wrong, fear to even to flirt for some people, because flirt is an art, it's part of seduction. But fear to flirt maybe because, of course, because if you don't know how to do, then you start to become to fear to do. And then until you don't even think about anymore, you just put in the corner. When you don't know how to do something, unless you're really into that, you want to learn, you just put in the corner. But seduction is like a dance. It's like connect the energy with another person, consciously and unconsciously. Think about, I give you an example easy, so you can understand even the things more better. You like one person in the beginning of the interaction. But when you like one person, most of the time, maybe always, the other person is not too much interested in you. Instead, when happens the opposite, that you are not too much interested in another person, the other person start to be more interested in you. Never happened to you, these things. Tell the truth to yourself. Maybe one time, maybe more time. I heard that to many people happen these kinds of things often. Why? Nature. Because the brain works in this way. One of the reasons for many, because I will not go into the details, maybe another video I will explain more things, but one of the things is, for example, more you are available with your energy, with your presence, with even too much in the beginning of the interaction when you are not in a relationship, and more the other person start to lose interest, lose attraction. Attraction is not logical. It's not like I showed interested, the other person will attract from me. No, it's correct at some point, show curiosity and interest at some point with the right timing, but if you show too much and you show like this and the person still didn't show too much, and for biological reasons, the other person loses attraction. Pay attention to this. It doesn't mean that you don't have to show interest. No, you have to show with the right timing, with the right energy. And this, it's a form of art. It's even called, for example, when you are too much available, scarcity effect. Because our brain, for biological reasons, it's more attracted from a person, from the things that we find more rare, that we find less available. Maybe you start to think, but I have to play a game. No. It's naturally. Maybe you have projects, you have work, you have many things to do, and your free time is not too much. But it's even something about energy, how you express your energy. This is what I teach even to my students. Because sometimes maybe you go with automatic pilot and you do things without recognize. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this now. The things is, it's like this. Think about if would be not like this, and you show interested, you do many questions, you are too much, and this way would work. Most of the people, there would be relationship. The nature would be different. But it's not like this. Now, it doesn't mean that if you like a person, you don't have to show interest. No. Pay attention. It's a form of art. So you have to show with the right timing, with calibration, with the right energy, body language, and many other things, guys. It's a lot. Are a lot. But just you start to understand the general things. Then you can call this, like I said before, ritual, dance, game. Guys, choose by yourself the words. I mean, even how you use your body language, it's very important. Our body language is our first way how we communicate with one person. Sometimes even unconsciously, we don't recognize. And sometimes, I will tell you more, body language can even has effect in your mood. There is even some studied, they did some research, the body language can have effect in your mood. If you walk like this every time, this can have effect in your mood. Your body language your mood can have effect in your body language, can influence your body language, but even your body language can have effect in your mood. Be directional. Just you try to understand how the things works. And even that some people, they think, I don't like play game, I don't play a game. The same people, they think like this, they have dating application. The question is, why if you don't like play game, even though the word game has a different meaning in terms of seduction, but why if you don't like play games, you are in dating application? Dating application are game. I mean, you know how they work if you have, I don't know. You put like, you do the match, you write the message, the way you write the message, and then when you meet the person, you start another game. Dance, I repeat, call wherever you want. So guys, just I did this video to give you more knowledge. And the solution about this information, it start to be, for you, not for me, more open mind. Start to understand how the things works. Because more you avoid, more there is high risk that at some point, maybe not now, but later, you will end up alone. single, wherever you want. Start to understand. Be open-minded. Don't judge a book from its cover. And the one thing important, start to go through uncomfortable situation. Go out from your comfort zone. I know, sounds trendy. Say, go out from your comfort zone. Yes, but it's one of the key. Because attraction is not comfort. It's not logic, even. Because seduction, inside, there is comfort. But in some ways, inside, is not always comfort. Because flirt, especially when you are not used to, is not comfort. Even when you start to feel feelings for another person, you are not completely in comfort. Even during the relationship, the seduction continue. Flirt with your partner. Keep arise the spark. Now, this is everything. If you like the video, you can put a like and subscribe to my channel.